Oh, welcome into the Boyle Theater. You're probably like, wow, I got a something about nothing Scott and Tim sports show in my feed. It's been like a week.
I think this is the quickest we've ever done a pod.
It might be.
We're under 2 weeks, by the way.
Yeah.
Under 2 weeks.
Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, Timothy B. Boyle. We have Mark Highland, Marquet in the room. Mark, how you doing?
Doing well. I think we're doing this because of the government shutdown. We cannot go anywhere and travel this week because of the government shutdown.
Well, you got screwed on that.
I got stuck in Newark for 3 hours, 2 hours on the tarmac.
Not to be fair, at Newark, that government shutdown or not, that could have happened anytime.
You might have got off quicker because of the government shutdown.
But welcome in. We're going to start the show a little differently today. Existential threats. Apparently, everybody's got them.
There's been a lot's happened.
Jesus, is this Oprah's favorite things? You get one, you get one, you get one.
Apparently.
So you want to start?
Sure.
Mine's very controversial.
Oh, that's the best kind.
Yeah, you'll love it.
So, okay, I kind of have a couple here, which, and I can't save them either. It's not like I can save them for the next podcast. They're time sensitive.
Yeah. Okay. They're very current. They're very current. So go ahead.
Ever since I'm going to walk you down a little path because I haven't done that in a long time.
You know what? I have a hit for that.
Hello, this is Kermit the Frog, and welcome to Timothy B. Boyles. Let me walk you down a path.
So, is it fair to say that since COVID, everybody tries to work from home, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have had to come back.
Yeah, people. Yeah, if they've been forced to. And some just up and quit instead.
Yep.
But you wouldn't think that hotel housekeeping would be one of those jobs you could work from home at.
No. I mean, I don't think anybody's cleaning the rooms anymore.
That's what I mean. They don't clean the rooms. I was just gone for 4 days in California. They don't clean the rooms.
Well, do you have to put the little thing and tell them not to come?
No, they don't even have that anymore. They have a do not disturb.
Well, why don't you do the mobile thing? Don't you
mean
check? I don't know. Aren't you? You're a fantasy package platinum.
No, I know, but still,
you're not as high a status as your family is. When they come back to live here.
Let me continue on with my anger here.
Okay.
So ever since COVID, they just kind of stopped cleaning the rooms. And then when COVID was over, they still don't clean your rooms. So I go after like day 3. Okay, my garbage is completely full. It's overflowing. I got no washcloths. I got I'm out of everything.
I thought you had an empty pizza
I feel
box.
like I was out of everything Safeway. So I go downstairs. I'm like, do I need to like ask for my room to be cleaned or something? I'm here for 4 days. They're like, well, you do, and you need to ask 24 hours in advance. I'm like,
are you kidding
24 hours in advance? How am I supposed to know that? And they're like, it's okay. We'll clean your room. And I'm like, well, so literally I got to come down and ask 24 hours ahead of time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, it's kind of goes hand in hand, but you can't get a bar of soap anymore.
No,
they do not have bars of soap. And you guys are both guys. There's some things you just kind of need the bar of soap for. Is that fair?
I mean, I get there. That's a tough one. They
got the shower gel.
Yeah, it's all the same.
You just can't really.
But you're thinking about the soap. I mean, my God, how much soap did they waste for 100 years?
Well, they don't waste any now because they don't clean. They don't give you soap and they don't clean your rooms.
Now, we have had soap talk here for many years.
Yes, and this is where, and I need to continue on because just bear with me here. So you can't get a bar. I'm there for 4 days. I can't use a bar of soap. Then I come home and I'm not allowed to use the soap here either. Apparently, the soap here came from Italy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to use it, and then she can tell when I use it.
Of course, we went to happy hour and we had soap talk at our happy hour.
It's terrible.
I'm in the same way. I got no soap.
You can't go to. I'm thinking, okay, I'm finally at a hotel. I can use a bar of soap, and they don't clean your room.
Oh my
Is
God.
it decorative soap at home? Is that why you can't use the soap
I don't
at
know.
home?
It came from like Capri when we were in Capri. They're like lemon bars, and it's like with the real lemons and
Well,
stuff.
yeah,
I don't know.
my wife gets the soap. It's like I don't even know. It comes from a farm somewhere. It's like handcrafted, like homegrown organic soap.
It's like double vegan,
yeah,
homegrown.
she gets it from Whidbey Island from some lady,
Yeah.
and God knows what it costs.
Is it organic?
It's organic, like Michelob Ultra.
Does it clean you better?
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not allowed to use it.
I know he has a separate soap dish. He's actually locked out.
And then I don't buy. Then I forget to like replenish, go buy soap or whatever because I think that I'm going to be able to use the soap we have in the house.
This is a true story. My wife and I go to happy hour with him and Tim Nurse Mindy, and literally the topics of discussion were soap and laundry.
Yeah, and I'm not allowed to touch the laundry either. She likes to use a different soap than I do.
Okay,
but
that was a pretty good one.
Thank you. But I got one more little one.
Okay.
So I'm walked in the bedroom the other day, and Nurse Mindy's listening to something on like her phone, and I can't tell what it is because it sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know what they sound like, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you listening to? And she doesn't answer me, and I'm trying to figure it out, but it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks. And then I realize she's listening to our podcast on like 24 speed.
Yeah, because it was 2 hours.
She went through it in like 7 minutes. Like, what are you doing?
So what's the existential threat?
I don't even know if we can count that as a listener.
That's true.
It's
like take it off the books. By the way,
you don't even have to download it. You just hit play for 30 seconds.
Speaking of listeners and watchers, we are blowing up officially.
Oh, we're viral.
We are. And you know what? Texas, for some reason, is coming in hot.
I wonder because you've like been hammering Sarkeesian.
Well, I got it. Oh shit! I got to add that to the list.
See,
I got to add that to the list.
Is Kermit Richard Pike spreading the word throughout Texas?
No, he doesn't. That's one of our fraternity brothers. He, you know what? Shout out him. He doesn't listen, but God, he's a major, lifelong Detroit Tiger fan, and that was hard. It took him like 3 days to text me.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. That was tough. That's your team. That's tough.
Well, you were here Friday night till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Can I have your pen for a second?
Yeah,
thanks. I gotta write Sark down.
Yep.
Does this thing work? Okay, so that's a good one. That's a good existential threat. Mark, do you have? I mean, maybe I should go because mine's. I feel like it's a good one, but it's probably not going to be now. That was so good. I'm afraid to follow.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, Mark, you have an existential threat?
I have one. I don't know if I can beat that one. So tonight, and this happens often. So tonight, the wife is going to a volunteer event at the school, and she walks out of the room. I'm walking through the kitchen. And this is common. I say, hey, you doing something new with your hair? I like it. And then she yells at me like, no, I have to do this because my hair doesn't work and I'm losing my hair. So I have to do it this way. I don't appreciate that comment. I'm like, I was giving you a compliment.
Well, you got to be very careful with the compliments.
Yeah, that's, you're in
like, we're walking a fine line.
That's dangerous territory. You're in the Everglades there. I mean, an alligator could come get you at any moment.
Yeah. You'll be an alligator Alcatraz.
You went into swampy water and you can't see underneath.
It was a legitimate compliment.
Yeah. I would say that's like the brackish waters on the river where it's kind of half salty, half fresh, and they just don't intermix.
Yeah.
So I have to pick and choose when I go down that road because it can be dangerous sometimes when you think you're landing a compliment. And now they're...
Yes. It's a very fine line.
Yes.
Actually, no. Honestly, I don't think saying anything is... that's the safe
You
move.
can get trouble for that, too, though. So.
Yeah, I did my hair. Didn't you know?
Yeah, well, thanks for noticing.
That's true.
You don't win. It's a no-win situation.
Welcome to marriage.
Yeah, the Double Standard book that everybody's raving about. It's in production.
It is.
It's in development.
We got Abner Doubleday on.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna publish it. We decided there's one. Well, did we already say this? I don't want to reveal too much. It's in development. Okay, That's a pretty good one. My existential threat is actually an existential threat.
Whoa. Is it like
It's
not?
something-
Is it like the ice crisis of
It
2022?
could be. I think it's bigger, and I
Ooh.
think it's national, it's global, it's everywhere, it's happening, and I think it's an issue.
Okay, let's hear it.
Nose rings.
Oh.
Nose rings are a problem.
Well, why are they a problem for you?
I just don't care. I think it just ruins everything. It's nobody likes it. Nobody wants to see that.
Okay, so there's now it just depends on what you're
Again, I know this
Okay.
is controversial.
Hold
and
on,
everybody's very
it's
personal.
not that because
I know you usually wear yours during the day.
there's a nose ring where they just have a tiny little
Okay,
thing.
that's fine.
But then there's one that there's actually a ring,
Yeah,
and it
the
looks like you
ring.
can grab it and like steer the person around.
My issue, my existential threat is the ring.
The ring, yeah, the
It's
thing
the
that's
ring.
coming out of their nose.
It's just
and it's like,
come on, we don't,
are you going to hang like a Christmas ornament on it or something, or what are we doing?
There's just
What-
and this goes all sides, there's attractive, just pleasant looking people, and then they get the nose ring, and you're just like, oh, what are we doing? And I know that's an old statement. I'm old. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit, a lot of fan mail. I'm going to get a lot of heat for this.
Yeah, well, see, in that same category, I talk to Mindy about this all the time. You see some attractive female, and she's like put all these injections in her lips, and her lips are like the 10 times the size they should be, and people think that's attractive. I
know, but that's also with like all the women doing all the stuff to their faces, typically. But yeah, no, I know this is very personal, and it's just like the tattoos. I don't have a problem with tattoos. They're not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
it just depends. That's not something for me.
Our wives both have them, but
they do, and again, that's great. I don't have an issue. Again, you do you, boo. I don't have an issue.
They use the same tattoo artist.
They did. Actually, your wife was the one who turned it all.
Yeah, so
set them up.
It's her fault.
Which again, they're beautiful and they're great, and I have no issue with the tattoo situation.
No, I don't.
It's just it's the rings, and there's rings everywhere.
Yeah, they got rings. They got tongue rings.
Yeah.
They got nose rings.
The nose ring is the issue.
Up on their eyebrows. They got like a bunch of stuff up there. It's like you can't walk through a metal detector.
If we are
Mark's pointing to some different spots.
We are on the. If you want to see where Mark's pointing, you got to go to the YouTube on STSPN. We are on the YouTube. Actually, we're killing that. We got 80 plus views on the YouTube.
That doesn't count. That's just
shocking.
On the YouTube.
That's just on the tube.
That's not counting our hundreds of downloads.
I call it the YouTube. Anyway,
I can't believe somebody's going to want to stomach watching us. It's one thing to listen to us, but to listen and watch us.
Well, they probably speed it up.
Well, they do. It's like Mindy does that. It's like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
So I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, and I understand it's a personal thing, and that's fine. It's just the rings are it's just everywhere. It's the rings. I don't like the rings.
It's out of control.
I just don't care for the rings. Mark, do you care for the rings?
No. What about the big loop rings in the earlobes?
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but
I don't like that either.
I don't love that. But again, these are personal things that people sometimes like and they don't. But the rings are just out of control.
I'm kind of surprised with you because you're kind of the kind and gentler.
I
Let
am.
everybody do what they want.
You see somebody again, you're just like, really? I mean, first of all, it looks annoying. I mean, and then they try to like rush their nose or blow their nose, and you're just like, what do you do with that? I don't understand. I think there's a pragmatic problem with it.
Yeah, what happens
like
when
practical issue?
What happens when you have a cold and your nose is running all the time,
and then it gets irritated and stuff? Again, it's controversial.
Not really.
Is it not?
I don't know.
Okay, that's existential threats,
that's like a whole segment.
That is a whole segment. We will come back with sports because we have a lot of sports to talk to when we come back.
Hello, this is Timothy B. Boyle, and you're listening to the Scott and Tim Sports Show, and I apologize.
All right, back in the Boyle Theater. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, Mark Highland here. Mark, okay. Let's clue the audience in. I know it's only been a short time, but a lot has happened.
A ton.
And a lot has happened. Oh, wait, I got to put my Seattle Mariners hat on for this. Jesus. A lot has happened with the Seattle Mariners, okay? A lot. So what I want to take you back to is actually in this room, okay? In this room, where I was Friday night,
Oh,
game 5,
you were in a dark place.
Seattle,
Dark
Detroit,
place. I almost threw you out.
15 innings. This is where I was.
Bottom of the 15th inning, game 5 winner goes on to the ALCS. Bases are loaded for the Seattle Mariners. 1 out, Kenley here for Jorge Polanco. They call him Polo, and he steps up. Nowhere to go. 3 balls, 2 strike. Here's the pitch. It's a base hit! It's a base hit! It's a base hit! And the Mariners are going to the ALCS. The pain and the suffering. Oh, my. It's finally over. Oh, my goodness. The torture of 15 innings. Nobody wanted to win. And finally, Marco Polo wins it in the bottom of the 15th. And the Mariners are finally going back to the ALCS. DJ Khaled! Yeah. All I do is win. That's what I need to celebrate, baby! Drinking beer! Drinking food! I don't give a shit. Toronto has a big advantage Sunday, don't they?
They do.
I don't give one shit. Because we're 0-1. I don't care if we're 0-1.
Listen to you, Mr. Negative. You were negative like the entire night.
That's because it's part of the mojo. It's part of what I do. Woo! I don't care about the game against Toronto. Honestly, we're 0-1. Do you give a shit if we're 0-1?
Well, I'd rather be 1-0, but
yeah, but you really at this point, really.
I've come to the conclusion we'll be 0-1. We got no pitchers.
Yeah, but we got woo-woo.
They do.
We got woo-woo. We have no bullpen. We got woo-woo. And we got Miller.
True.
We got Miller. Finally.
The 0-2 from Munoz. Popped up. The Seattle Mariners retired 23 of the last 24, and in 100 pitches, shut down the Blue Jays in Game 1. 3-1 Seattle.
And they say yeah. And they say that.
For the 9th inning, Mariners out 2 outs away from going 2-0 down the stretch. And the 2-0 pitch, swung on, ground ball to third, up with the ball, Gino, down to second, 1. Polanco's relay to first, and the ball game is over. The Mariners are 2 wins away from the promised land. They take a 2-0 lead over the Toronto Blue Jays.
And they stay there. And they say yeah. And they say that.
That's right, baby. 2-0 in the ALCS. 2-0. That's what has happened since we last were on the air.
Amazing.
That's a lot. And that audio was after the game, me absolutely just losing my mind here in the Boyle Theater.
Well, Friday night, that was like the roller coaster ride of a century.
Oh my God.
And you were in a dark place for a lot of that game. You're like, we lost. We can't have any nice things. And
We can't. It's 24 years. It's more than that. You guys are just, I couldn't imagine, because I'm burdened by what?
History and knowledge.
Thank you. Because I just can't imagine us actually doing what we should be doing.
No, it does seem unimaginable.
We are the better team than the Detroit Tigers.
And then now we're 2-0 against the number 1 seed.
Who saw that coming? Nobody
Literally
saw that
nobody.
coming, which is just crazy.
We could close it out on Thursday.
We could, but that's again, that don't go there.
Oh.
Don't go there.
Don't go dark on me.
I mean, Garver had an interview, which again I seize up when Garver comes in, but he's been clutch this playoff. Not Jorge Polanco, not Polo style clutch. He's Mr. October. He's freaking Mr. October. Let me tell you but when Garver came in and Garver said, yeah, I've been, because he was the World Series of Texas, they went up 2-0, came home, lost 3.
Yep.
They ended up winning to the Astros, I think it was, and going on to the World Series. I think that's when they played the Arizona Diamondbacks, if I'm not correct.
I think that's correct.
Incorrect. Yeah, I'm looking at.
It has to be, because they've only been once in a few years.
Yes.
You want to talk Mr. October? You want to talk Mr. October?
Reggie Jackson.
Jorge, he is Jorge Polanco, okay? In the just the playoffs, 31 at bats. His average isn't great. It's 258. He's had 3 home runs, 2 against the greatest pitcher in baseball, Tarek Skubal, which I was at that game. He's got 8 RBIs, and he has an OPS of 851. Okay? He's hitting 455 with runners in scoring position.
Unlike the whole rest of almost the rest of the Mariners.
Well, not as much after yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday they got a little bit healthy. But did you see what Jorge Polanco did? He did something no player's ever done in the history of Major League Baseball. He's had 3 go-ahead runs in the 5th inning or later, 3 consecutive games. Nobody's ever done that.
Unbelievable.
So last 3 games, you can almost thank Jorge.
George Polanco. This town is on its head. This town is going nuts. This is what we're also not used to. It's turned my life upside down.
Oh, completely.
I'm talking about doing Friday night football games. We've had invites to go dinner. I'm like, well, that could be World Series Game 6. That could be.
Yeah, and I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, it's kind of like turned upside down, like it was when the Seahawks went to that first with
the Super Bowl
when they had fake Fat Russ when he actually wasn't fake Fat Russ.
Yeah,
he was just Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Remember how the town was just everybody was going crazy. It's a little bit like that.
Mark, I want to bring producer Mark, because you are from Arizona. We are a partial. We're now a Texas and Arizona podcast, but you recently lived through this when the D-backs made their run to the World Series with all the Seattle Mariners.
We gifted you half our team.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago, and we made a run just like the Mariners made a run. We came in hot, we made a run, and we even beat the Dodgers, the Brewers. I mean, some big teams before we had to face the Rangers. And one guy really knocked us out of the World Series. But it was a fun time because it was such a surprise too. That we had got to the World Series. No one was picking us.
Did you find yourself like turning your schedule upside down? I mean, canceling calls like yesterday. The other thing on the West Coast, which we get killed by, the game started at 2 p.m.
Was that
yesterday?
Yeah,
it was Monday.
Yeah, it's like right during the middle of the work week.
Yeah, I canceled everything, of course.
Luckily, I was a home office day for me.
Don't tell anybody. Did you find yourself turning your life upside down?
Yeah, because it was such a big surprise and it was a moment. Even my son Hawk was excited. He doesn't get excited about baseball. He was excited about it. He wanted to watch all the games. It was a horrible World Series. We played so bad in the World Series, but it was fun to get there for sure.
You have some stats that you've prepared. Do you want to go over those?
Oh,
I already blew
you're
mine.
You're talking about Jorge Polanco. But the rest of the team is just, and this is after yesterday when they got, they had a whole bunch of hits, but we've got 6 batters that are like around 200 or lower, mostly lower. But Randy Arozarena was supposed to be Mr. October.
He's playoff Randy.
Yeah, he's batting 161. Julio Rodriguez, although he had the 3-run homer last night, but he's only at 207, and he's had a lot of terrible at-bats. The worst probably on the team is Eugenio Suarez at 138, and he's had some of the worst at bats I've ever seen. For some reason, he's swinging at stuff that's 5 feet off the plate, and then every time they throw him something down the middle, he watches it. I don't understand the philosophy there. It's like, if you're an aggressive batter like he apparently is, why is he looking at all the stuff down the middle?
Don't pick on Gino. You can talk about anybody else, but don't pick on Gino.
I'm picking him for the playoffs because he's been horrid.
You know what? But he almost had a dinger.
I almost had a lot of things too, but he didn't.
But then he had the double down the line. We didn't score on that. He actually is coming out of it. I'm telling you, don't get down on AU.
He's batting 138. And when I say it's 130,
whoa! I might have hyperventilated.
You might have. You're gonna be okay. You actually blacked out when you were over here Friday night.
I honestly,
was that when they actually won?
I had a small episode. No, it was when I think was it Jorge again, Polanco, when he hit or was it Rivas?
I can't.
It was Rivas. It was Rivas when he tied it
on his birthday, I think.
Yeah, I literally fell down over. Literally fell down. I had my legs gave out on me.
Gino brings great vibes or good
Well,
vibes.
he's
Or whatever
got
vibes.
personality higher.
I don't disagree.
Now
with that.
down the road, if we get there, you watch. That guy's going to go on a freaking heater, and he's going to win.
Somebody's got to do something, because then you got your boy Canzone's at .083.
I'm mad at Canzone because he in the Detroit series he basically had like 2 at bats because they would pull him every 5 seconds. It drives me nuts. And then he's gotten a couple times, and his bats have been. He's horrible at bats, shitty at bats. I'm pissed at him.
And then Robles 136.
Robles has not been good.
Crawford's at 231. They're respectable, but not good at bats from Crawford.
He's gotten better. Like yesterday, we got a little bit better. He got a couple
hits. Yes, if he didn't have those 2 hits yesterday, he was at like.
But you know what? You know what helps a lot, Tim?
What?
Shitty pitching, and Toronto has shitty pitching.
That's the only reason we've got. These are even close to where they're at.
Yeah, I love that you're complaining about our batter. We scored 10 runs yesterday.
I know but it's been
Jesus.
like 2 or 3 people doing all the work.
I mean,
I want to spread it around a little bit.
How high is your bar?
When we get if we get to the World Series, we're going to need some batters, don't you think?
Yes, we are.
Isn't that
no?
fair?
The whole reason we're in it where we are is because we have bats. The bats are the key to this. But I just want to talk again about Friday night and the incredible night here at the great Boyle Theater, and Nurse Mindy put up with me.
I think you were here till Saturday morning sometime.
Pretty close. You were like Mr. Positive. I don't know what happened to you.
I was having an out of body experience.
Jesus.
I think it was the yin and the yang. You were more negative. That you were in the darkest place I've ever seen you.
Because it's over. It's always over. It's always over.
You came over right from the start. You were just dark.
I know, because we shouldn't have been in that situation. We should have never even been to a game 5.
Well, it all paid off.
And then the torture. I mean, come on, the torture of 15.
Oh, the problem with the 15 innings, we like 4 different times we had runners on first and second with no outs. Not only do we not score, you can't even advance the runner. We're last in the league in advancing the runner.
We are.
Yeah, there was a lot of lack of opportunity on the bunt there. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't bunt over some of those runners, especially when you have no outs and a man on base.
You got to bunt.
You got to advance those runners.
You got to get the guy to
we
third.
Suck. We just needed a pop fly. Now they finally did that yesterday, but days before they didn't. I want to hear from Tim really quickly.
Oh, for crying in the night! What are you doing?
That's all Friday night. He was just looking at me like, "Why are you so dark? Why are you so negative?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mary Poppins. What is? Who are you?"
Well, it worked. My vibes worked.
You're just not your vibes.
I will be back to Mr. Negative tomorrow.
Thank God. I don't know who you are, but we were texting. You have another question. Where's Woo Woo?
Speaking of who. Where is Woohoo? Where is he?
Game 5. He's slated for Game 5.
Is he?
Yeah.
There may not be a Game 5.
There might not, but he's and they had a good live pitching yesterday, so he's actually feeling good. And then yes, we were both going crazy. This is who we are. I don't know if you were like this 2-3 years ago, Mark, or not, and other baseball fans were like this. We're up 9-3 or 10-3, and you and I are texting like, oh my God, Herbie Hancock, whatever the hell his name is, he can't throw a strike. He walked like 7,000
people. He comes
people.
in, he walks like the first 3 batters, right? It's like, get him out of there. If you can't throw a strike, he threw like 7 balls in a row without a strike.
I'm sorry to
get him out.
And I'm sorry to be the dark one, but how many times in your Mariner life would they all of a sudden get 3 on, 1 out, and somebody hits a grand slam and it's a 3-run game?
Yeah. Well, that's why we were angry texting. There's like 1,000 texts going back and forth. We actually didn't even include Mark in a lot of them.
No, we cut you out. We
had pity on you, Mark.
Yeah.
But it was painful.
Okay.
And I didn't want to say anything because baseball is so superstitious. I told you guys this on the text string. So I didn't want to be optimistic or pessimistic.
Okay, the last thing now, the current series, the Toronto series. A couple things. I mean, we didn't give Dan Wilson, our manager, first-year manager, a ton of shit this season. A lot of the Mariner faithful did.
Oh, no. Yeah,
we didn't criticize him a lot.
Not really.
He took a lot of criticism from the Daily, the Mariner, Locked On Mariners, and all these other people who are just nerds. My God, he managed a phenomenal game Friday night to win Game 5, number one. Number two, now the manager matchup, because A.J. Hinch for the Detroit Tigers is a exceptional manager. He has like 225 playoff games. He's really good. He's getting a lot of shit for taking Skubal out.
Yeah, I think he got outmanaged, though, that Game 5, though.
He might have. But this John Schneider, not that John Schneider, the manager for Toronto, what a moron. This guy's a putz.
This is the guy that said Cal Riley is not hard to pitch to. I will not call him Raleigh.
And I appreciate
Cal Riley. He said it's not hard to pitch to if you execute your pitches. Now he won't even pitch to him. They're walking him when he comes up to the plate.
He's not good.
I don't think
so. Bad
Seems
manager.
a little cocky.
Yeah, I don't like him. I've never liked him because of that. The other thing is they don't have any pitching. Their bullpen's terrible. But shout out Dan Wilson, first-year manager. It's pretty good.
Kind of, last year
we had a half a season or quarter.
But yeah, I'd say first. That's fair.
And the other big thing on that, and I know we're running up, we got to take a break, but on both, this is a both sides. This is the Detroit series and also now the two games in Toronto. What in the holy mackerel is going on with umpiring? These are the worst crews I have ever seen. They called a foul ball a fair ball in the Detroit series. The accuracy rate for the game yesterday, okay? The accuracy rate for strikes was 86%.
That is horrible.
That's
by the way.
So bad.
It's like one of the worst called games in several years.
So bad.
That's why I can't wait till they get you can challenge the strike.
The robot thing.
Yeah, he was bad. And he was calling stuff that it was like some of the balls that were high were like 8 or 9 inches high. They weren't just like a little bit like scraping the top or whatever.
And to be fair, it was both sides.
Oh yeah. Normally when you're complaining about the refs, something didn't go well with your team.
Well, no, Kansas City.
Exactly. He was pretty equally bad for both teams.
I'm fighting off Agnes right now.
Let's take a break so I can kick her out of here.
What do you have here? Major League Baseball will not fully replace human. Yeah, they're not going to replace them, but you're going to be able to challenge them in the ABS system, the automated ball strike system, which I can't freaking wait for. And anybody who doesn't like it and is not excited for it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, too bad.
Didn't you share, Tim, that the behind the plate umpire, like Doug Eddings, was how many? There was a tweet that he had 24 miscalled.
Yeah. 24 or 26 in one game.
Yeah. That's
insane. And those are balls that are completely out of the strike zone, or they're strikes that he calls balls. Either one.
Well, I forgive for everybody who listens and talks to me and all my friends and everything else. You know what? We've never been like, it's been 24 years. I don't remember 24 years ago. So forgive me that I don't understand what it's like. The fact that Polanco has been incredible. The fact that we won 10-3, the fact that we came in and we won 3-1 that first game. This is just not normal Seattle sports fandom. Like we don't know what to do with this. I literally don't know what to do.
Normally on our pod, we'd be complaining about how the Mariners are out of the playoffs.
Yes.
And they shit down their leg and this, that, and the other thing. Dipshit Dipoto.
And shout out Randy. Reg is like, oh, can't call him dipshit Dipoto anymore. And I'm like, you know what? I'm reserving that until we win the World Series, and then I will back off, maybe.
Possibly.
But he also wasted like 8 years.
Completely.
You guys have won a Super Bowl.
We have
not won a Super Bowl. We did win a World Series. We were close to some MVP.
You've won multiple World Series, I believe.
No,
2, right?
One.
Randy Johnson.
You got Randy Johnson.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, this is just like the Oakland Athletics. How many World Series is the Arizona Diamondbacks been in their
only 2? It's not. It's more than 2.
And then how many times is the Cardinals? They've been to the Super Bowl
once.
They
lost to Pittsburgh.
I think they got screwed on that Super Bowl.
I can show you the picture.
I thought
where
it
he didn't get
time.
2 feet down.
I totally agree. I thought it at the time. I just don't see it.
You know what? It's still not hitting for me. It's still not Arizona. Yes, you have reason to be. You're not as hungry as the Seattle sports fan. You're just not. Don't
Where
try
am I?
to.
Well, wait a second. You guys had the Phoenix. You guys had the Phoenix Suns. Didn't they beat the Bulls a whole bunch of times in the championship series?
Oops, that's a sore subject.
Oops.
Well, we gotta.
90. Oh,
You know what? We gotta go to break.
That's a knife. You just
I
twisted
thought
it.
they beat Jordan a couple. Barkley got MVP that one year. Didn't?
Shot to the heart, and you're too late. All right, we'll be back with more right after this. Speaking of pointless exploration, here's these two dopes.
Nice segue.
Yeah, and we're back.
Mark's not quite here with us yet. I'm not sure. Oh, he went. I think he went to get some
You
bills.
did too. You got a lot of shit to Eugenio Suarez, and it's warranted. I'm with you. I still love him, and I think there's a shot where he gets hot and he pulls us out. But Josh Naylor, as I call him, Nike Naylor, because he gets like 125 pairs of Nikes and he wears a different one every day. Dude, he was cold when he was having a kid, and then the kid came.
And then he got hot really quick.
Dude, he is a bad. They have to sign him.
And what's he doing on the bases? He's throwing everybody off.
And he stole another one.
He's unbelievable on the bases. Unbelievable.
And playoff Randy has not hit well. He did make a phenomenal catch yesterday. And he stole third, which actually got in the run when it was tied 3-3. That was big. So he's contributing in other ways.
Naylor on the bases, though, I think since he's come to Seattle, is it 21 for 21 on the bases? And this is the second slowest guy in by the analytics.
It's unbelievable.
Second slowest guy in baseball.
And then
they can't catch him.
And then they're Joe Davis and Smoltz. That's the other thing I had written down but didn't write down. I think we're biased. Okay, there's no doubt we're biased, and I love John Smoltz and I love Joe Davis. I think they're great, but good God, they don't. And I think it's because they don't ever see us. I mean, but Joe Davis is a West Coast guy, so that doesn't make sense. Smoltz, like he's a
total East Coast guy.
He could barely give us a compliment. It was unbelievable.
You would think we were the Bad News Bears with Walter Matthau.
Seriously,
I mean, he's like just not saying anything good. A-Rod's the only guy that's predicting the Mariners to win all these games.
That's true. I don't like him on television. I don't like that pregame, postgame.
I got to give him credit. He's the only guy picking the Mariners every game.
That's true. And I understand everyone in Toronto, they killed the Yankees. They whatever. I mean, I get it. But wow, you're seeing what good pitching does. Moving on to the National. I have the National Football League.
I got that next too.
Okay. The National Football League. We got to talk about your Seattle Seahawks and Mannequin Mike. I tell you, I don't know what he does. I don't know what if he's getting rooms cleaned when they go on the road, but the guys, I think he's lost one game since he's been here. I think he's only lost like 1 or 2 games on the road.
On the road, we're like locked in on the road. We play a game at home. It's like you may as well chalk it up to a loss.
Yeah, he can't win here.
Yeah, I don't.
Now I was at an event that I was at. You watched the game. I love how Tim, and this is both ways. You angry text me no matter. I can't answer, but you just angry text me. I love it.
Well, I'm texting you. You're lucky you're not watching the game because we're doing the classic. We have, and I don't know what. I do not like when Chris Myers is on the call. Oh. I just can't stand it because he's boring, and it's always those 10 a.m. games.
I know.
It's always the 10 a.m. games where typically we're laying an egg somewhere. This is historically. I know we've been pretty good lately, but historically, it's just been one of those games where we're totally laying an egg, and you got his voice on there, and I think it's triggering.
It is.
Well, you're on a bad game, or you're on the lowest tiered game of the week when Chris Myers is there.
Yeah, your audio is all jacked up.
Yeah, your audio sounds like you're all distorted and modulated.
Why do we like 3-syllable words so much?
I don't know.
Articulated.
Organic.
Mark, you want to do an audio check?
Test.
Yeah, crap. Absolute crap.
Oh man, what happened?
Okay,
Hey, we got
gonna-
some pizza and
we're
it just
gonna-
went all to hell.
Yeah, we're gonna move on without you. So yes, the Seahawks go down there. They go to Jacksonville. Now, you and I predicted on this particular program that they were going to get beat.
Well, yeah, we did. And well, we were right the week before with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
So once in a while, we're right.
But I didn't, because
I didn't
Jacksonville came off the big win over Kansas City. All of a sudden, Cohn, Jewish fella,
Must be.
Liam Cohn, the coach, hasn't going. All of a sudden, the generational talent is acting generational. They got a couple good receivers, and they looked good.
They looked, until they played the Seahawks. Yeah, they looked great until they came.
Yeah.
They were 4-1.
But weren't we down like in the first? You texted me.
Yes, we were, because we were having just a crappy first quarter, part of the first half, and we really before the end of the first half, we scored real quick, and then we got the ball back and scored again.
And so everybody in the Seattle sports market is already pronounced that Sam Darnold is the next coming. He's the franchise quarterback. We should sign him to a 400-year deal, spend $80,000 billion a month. I mean, whatever. Everybody's claiming he's the franchise quarterback.
Are you ready to start calling him Sam Large Hands Darnold now?
No.
You're not?
No.
Why not? He's leading the NFL. He's like 1, 2, or 3 in like every category.
I don't care. I don't care. Him and Danny Dimes, it's going to take a little more than 5 games to
Danny Dimes is MVP. It's like it's written.
This is where people are crazy.
Well, and don't forget Drake May.
Well, yeah. Thank you. That's exactly. We got Drake May, Sam Darnold, and Danny Dimes.
Oh, and don't forget the Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Where's Purdy? Where's the Hall of Famer? Is he out for the rest of the year?
What happened? Now next thing we're gonna know, Zach Wilson's gonna make a comeback.
By the way, is Purdy gonna get Wally pipped?
That's a great question.
I'm not ready to just dawn a new day that Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones and Drake May are the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That's for me. I'm not going there.
Well, Drake May's, in fairness, he might be just the greatest quarterback the Patriots have ever had. He's won 4 games.
Brady said. That's what Brady said.
They're all pre-playoff All-Americans. If they can win in the playoffs. Darnold, remember what Sam did last year with the Vikings? Had a great season, flamed out.
I can't trust any of these people yet.
Well, Sam Darnold did have complete MVP numbers. There was like 4 quarterbacks you could have given MVP to last year.
No, he did. He was in the running. Until he got to the big game, to the big stage when he had to make a play, he puckered.
He did.
And he turned the ball over because we all know why. He's not got large feet and he doesn't have large hands.
It seems to work for him during the regular season.
Yeah, he's a regular season hand.
He's a regular season All-American.
I love the fact everybody's just, it's like, get the medals out for these people. It's Daniel Jones. I mean, are the Colts the new, are they the new Chiefs of the next
Aren't
decade?
they like 5-1?
Yes.
They're like 1 game away from clinching a playoff spot.
I have this right here. I mean, go ahead.
Look
Mark.
at their first.
They have a great running back in Jonathan Taylor.
Yes, they do.
They ran all over the Cardinals last week when our quarterback probably had the best game of the season offensively.
Kyler Murray?
No, Brissett. Jacoby
exactly.
Brissett.
Didn't you? Yeah, I saw the tweet. There's a quarterback controversy.
He'll play this week against Green Bay. I'm sure they'll keep Kyler out for 1 more week before they go into the bye, get him to heal. If Brissett does again a good job this week against Green Bay, will we see Kyler back on the field? The trouble is
terrible.
He can't see over the line. He panics in the pocket. He breaks the pocket way too often. He doesn't throw downfield. It's just Jacoby is 6'4", 235, while I think Kyler is 5'9" and 3/4 and 210.
If that. I mean, how long? Where is this screenshot you have here? What is this?
This is the controversial.
Oh my God!
See,
He
there's
did.
one toe in there.
This is going
He's
back.
showing us when
How many
they
years?
lost to Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl. And who
Hey,
was the receiver that
Santonio Holmes.
Santonia? Yes,
If they would have had replay at this time, you would have saw he had no. He didn't
they
have
had
to.
replay.
Well,
they did have replay,
We do have common ground,
but
because
they just didn't. They just wasn't conclusive. Apparently, I never thought he had 2 feet in. By the way,
well, we got screwed by the Steelers as well.
we did completely. They got 2 Super Bowls they shouldn't have.
Let's go back to.
But by the way, back to Indianapolis.
Yes,
They've got 1 loss on the season, and the only reason they have a loss is because they had that bonehead that started celebrating before he went into the end zone and dropped that ball, just like I think Arizona, the guy did it too.
Yeah. It's
They've done. There's been a couple this year, but that's the only reason they've got a loss is because these boneheads keep dropping the ball before they get in the end
you know
zone.
why, Tim?
Because they're not smart.
It's an epidemic.
It is. Well, in between college and pro football, it
it's
happens
crazy.
a lot.
But I have, if you're watching on the YouTube at STSPN.com or the YouTube channel, I have this is what's so weird about the NFL this year. The Patriots and Drake freaking May
Thank
are
you.
tied with the Buffalo Bills, who just got beat
By Atlanta.
by Mike Penix
Yeah.
and Bijan Robinson, who's really good. So Buffalo, they're at 4-2. Your Dolphins. I don't even want to bring up your Dolphins.
Okay,
the Fins.
They're 1-5. Why is is it Mike McDaniel, right? Why is he still coaching?
I don't
in the
know.
NFL?
He basically
The guy's a clown.
but he wasn't a clown. He was a
For like
phenom.
how many times have they been to the playoffs?
I don't know, but
He
why-
hasn't got he hasn't done anything.
This is
there.
what explain to me how coaches all of a sudden don't know how to coach.
He had one halfway. I don't even think he made the playoffs that year, but he had one
Playoffs?
halfway decent year. First of all, he dresses like he's going to dance class. He's
He-
wearing capris. He's an NFL football coach, and he's wearing like capris.
It
and
does look like a middle school kid.
he does. Now, granted, Belichick kind of
I was
dressed
gonna
like
say, you're talking about dressing. I want them all in suits.
Belichick kind of dressed like a bum, but he had a bunch of Super Bowl wins behind him. So
Yeah, he
it's
could
like
do
he
it.
could get away with it. Mike McDaniel, you haven't won anything, so dress like a human being.
Okay, you know what?
Get rid of him.
I know. I thought
He
he'd
should be an
fi-
existential threat.
He should be, and I thought he'd be fired. And you know what? Tua Tagovailoa, he needs to retire.
The guy's been hit in the head 1,000 times.
He can
What
barely speak at a press conference. Poor thing.
I understood Ozzy Osbourne better.
Oh, Sharon. The other problem, I got lots of problems with the NFL right now. Lots of problems because you know who is going to crush, and because it's turned out to be a horrible, the AFC North. Your freaking boy, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
They're 4-1. They got nobody to play. Cincinnati doesn't have anybody. Baltimore's terrible. The Browns are the Browns. What are we doing over here?
Did they lose a game this year?
They only lost to the Seattle Seahawks
At home.
Yeah.
And the
Seriously.
Seahawks thumped them.
And you know what? Him and DK are like they're
simpatico.
They're like Tom Brady and Antonio Brown when he was living there. When they were bunkmates.
When Brady was carrying him around in his like baby Bjorn front pack.
Exactly. They got something going.
So who is the best team in the league right now?
I think it's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I think it's Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay 5-1. Again, they have
or Pittsburgh even, and both of those teams have only lost to the Seahawks.
That's true.
That's the 5-1 teams. That's their loss.
And then you thought the Panthers might have something going, but now they're 3-3. Tampa Bay's 5-1. The Falcons, if they put it together, I think they have some talent. Depends on their defense, but they're 3-2 and other than the Buccaneers, it's not a great thing. Then you have the NFC West, and I'm sorry to bring this up, Mark, and all of our Arizona listeners, I apologize. I told you last pod what needed to happen with Kyler Murray.
What needs to happen?
You
got to bench him.
Walk over, get a check, hand it to him, and say, thank you. We've got some lovely parting gifts.
Say, bye-bye.
Yeah. See you later.
And you know what they need to do is give him like an Xbox and a PlayStation as a
Yeah,
parting gift, because that's what he likes to do.
You know what? He should go move in with Cliff Kingsbury in DC.
Completely.
You know, the Cardinals have lost 4 games in a row, 3 walk-offs, and then a total of 9 points in those 4 games they've lost by.
Yeah, what's their point differential? It's only they're +3.
They're plus
They're
30.
1.
No, they're
2
plus
and 4,
3.
and they're +3 in the point differential.
That's how,
I don't think that's ever happened before.
But now you have the Niners who are 4-2. Everybody's locked up at 4-2. You got Seahawks 4-2. The Rams honestly should be like, they should be 6-0. They should be 6-0.
They could be they're probably in the top 2 or 3 best teams as well. The Cardinals, one of your losses, you guys had one of those deals where your running back drops the ball before he gets in the end zone too. That just happened.
Lost to the worst team in the league, in the Titans, on a last-second field goal. We had 2 huge mistakes. One was a blunder. The running back, DeMarcado, dropping the ball before the goal line, that's just a fatal mistake.
Oh, he should be suspended for that.
We should have got fined for sure. He would have got cut, but we have our first 2 running backs out, one for the season, one out for a month. Then the other blunder was a 5-yard on the 5-yard line. We intercept it. The guy tries to run it back. He fumbles. It falls into the end zone, and Tyler Lockett jumps on it for a touchdown.
Oh, was that Tyler Lockett that jumped on it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Your guy fumbles with it. Nobody even touched him. He just fumbled because he fumbled.
And then the big story of the week was Gannon gets fined or whatever for bitching out the kid.
That was terrible.
For 200, I think it was 250,000 for.
Oh, I thought it was 100,000.
Maybe it was 100,000 for yelling at DeMarcado on the sideline.
Yeah, but he kind of gave him a little smack or whatever. But
who gives a shit?
I know. It's like
grow up. Not everyone gets a trophy. Come on.
Exactly. All these comments were like, I got hit harder than that by my coach in 8th grade.
That's ridiculous. You know what? That's ridiculous.
And he should have been mad. He literally lost the game for him because he's being a dumbass.
But this is my problem. I mean, do you guys think that the Patriots, the Steelers, the Colts, the Bucks, do you think all of these teams are the real deal and they're going to go and be one of the top tier teams in the playoffs?
Oh, I think the Bucks are probably for real.
Okay, I'm with you there.
Okay, the Patriots, no, I don't think so.
Well, okay, they're the bee's knees.
Oh.
The Steelers, the Colts. Do you believe in the Colts?
God, the Colts should be undefeated too.
They
should be undefeated except for that blunder. I think I don't think they're. I don't know that they're top tier.
I can't believe in any of these people. And then the other thing is, what the hell happened to the Ravens? Why are the Ravens absolutely just ass?
Because they got no quarterback.
No, it's their defense
is terrible.
Well, yeah, but when you don't have Lamar Jackson, everybody's deep. If you've got no offense, the defense is on the field the whole game, and they end up being terrible.
We don't know anything about that here.
Yeah, we know a lot about that.
And then we get to Tim's favorite topic: the Kansas City refs.
Oh,
I mean the Chiefs.
Kansas City refs.
So is that really accurate?
That's real.
Did you source that? Did you cross-reference
100%? No, that's a real study.
The last game, their win, what was that, Monday night?
Yeah,
Sunday night? Monday night.
Wasn't it Monday night? Sunday night. It was Sunday night. Yeah, they beat Detroit.
Yeah. That game, you're telling me they did not get
not a single penalty.
That's unbelievable. Has that ever happened
before?
Yeah,
it's happened. But three of the last 10 times it's ever happened, the Chiefs have done it. They're the recipients of that 3 of the last 10 times.
What is going on there?
Now, everyone's there's no conspiracy or whatever. And I don't think there's a conspiracy either, but it's happening. You can see it with your own eyes. Now there's actually scientific data. UTEP, University of Texas, El Paso, actually did a whole study on it. And they're the least likely team to get penalized. Patrick Mahomes gets roughing the passer called 43% more than the next team.
So did Tom Brady.
I
No, don't me. Don't me. Don't him and haw with me.
Even if he, let's just say you're right.
That's fine.
The Patriots weren't getting the calls like the Chiefs were. Not even close.
I'm gonna.
We got scientific data here.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
Okay, but
every game there's all these reels that go out the show where they're committing penalties and they're not getting called for it.
It's unbelievable.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I like to.
It's not just like people complaining.
I mean, one of the part of the original Faithful 38 is Frank Capo, the big Kansas City Chief. He's got to answer for this.
He does 1,000%.
But so now they're 3-3. This is the other thing. It's like the Chargers, are they any good? The Broncos. I mean, my God, your sleeper pick. What is going on with the Broncos?
Bo Nix.
What's up with Bo?
He was better last year, I think.
Why?
They're actually not bad. They're 4-2.
4-2.
4-2. Yeah, they're not bad. That's what the Seahawks are.
I know.
But they did go and play the Jets in London, or it was Ireland or London. God, that was a terrible game. Why does the NFL just put the worst possible combination of a game in London?
Money.
Is Jacksonville play there, like their home games? They've been over there more times.
They're playing there this weekend. I think they're back there again.
Joe Pompliano, can't remember. Anyway, he did a big thing. It's a total money grab. The Jaguars make more money off the games in London than they do at their home games because nobody goes to the home games.
Well, yeah, okay, because they're desperate to go there.
Yeah, I don't know. The NFL is upside down to me. I don't know what is going on, and it's the National Hurt League. I mean, it's the injured league. Everybody's injured, and then you're everyone's excited here because of Geno's. They're now cheering Geno's downfall.
Well, the joke out there is no NFL team's ever going to make a trade with the Seahawks again because look, they got the Broncos get Russell Wilson. You know how obviously we know how that went. Geno Smith, Pete Carroll's looking like a disaster right now. Who would have thunk? The guy's 80 years old.
I don't know about disaster.
Oh, he's not. That's not
your boy
looking very
Genty.
good.
What about your guy Genty?
He's all of a sudden coming on strong.
Yeah,
now.
He scored some touchdowns. Yeah. They actually were ahead of that game. They should have won. Well,
they did. No, they won last week.
Oh, they did win.
They did win.
Yeah. Okay.
If I put my money on anyone, it's the experienced teams, Andy Reid and Mahomes, or the Bills. There's no way I take a Daniel Jones, a Mac Jones, a Drake May into the playoffs.
Obviously the Chiefs scare the hell out of me, even though they're 3-3. They scare the hell out of me. Plus, they got the refs.
Well, they beat a good Detroit team with a good defense, good quarterbacks, a really good running game, some good wide receivers, and they dominated that team.
What's so funny about now that we're deep into playoff baseball, I completely forgot about the Sunday night game. I literally had no idea.
And it was Kansas City and Detroit.
I know. I literally was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about Sunday Night Football. It's nuts. You have some other stats as we end this segment up. You want to go over some things about where's Witherspoon?
Yeah, where is
Hawks with FFR?
Spoon, what happened? Is he actually still a Seahawk? What is going on with the guy?
You know what? We're like one step above the 49ers. The 49ers, it's like somebody needs to do a deep investigation of why the 49ers are the most hurt team in the league year after year after year.
Oh, it seems like the Seahawks are right up there with them every year.
I don't know that they are. It feels like they are.
Our running backs are
that's
always hurt.
But they're not now.
Our whole secondary's out right now.
But when we play, everybody's out. The entire league, the league is completely out.
Yeah, it's terrible.
FFR, that was hysterical. The Thursday night game.
FFR, this is the year we're not talking about him, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it the half year or is it a quarter year?
One of the two. He has to go at Jackson Dart. Speaking of MVPs, right up there with Drake May.
I did see this. I watched this live.
So he gets hurt, like he's in concussion protocol. He's in the tent. FFR comes out for one play. He can't get the ball. That should have been a delay of game. They didn't call it.
Yeah.
And in classic Russ, he can't get the ball off, just like his whole career.
Yep.
There was double zeros on the clock, but they let him get away with it. He throws an incomplete pass.
It wasn't even incomplete. It was like,
what did he throw?
It was like 25 yards in front of the receiver. Like he
just like it came out. I don't know what it was.
It was like a toddler threw it.
Exactly, like a 5-year-old
Yeah.
threw it. The crowd just starts booing like crazy. The coach, Dable, he starts going crazy. He's walking in the tent like he's a doctor. He's walking in the blue tent, throwing people around, yelling.
He's bitching at the doctor.
Yeah, like,
the doctor
just clear him. Just clear him. He's got a hole in his head. I don't care. Clear him. I guess he's going to get fined for that, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not supposed to. He's yelling at the doctor. And he's like, how soon can you get him back in there? What is that about FFR? Sorry, Mark.
Him and Cam Scattaboo went into.
Yeah, Scattaboo.
Yeah, Scattaboo.
But Scattaboo's got a screw loose. Scattaboo, I don't even know what
He's
to say.
got the twitch. Watch him. He had an ASU. He has this weird like tick. He has this twitch. Apparently, it's just what he does.
Yeah, I guess in team meetings, all of a sudden they'll be talking about some serious topics, and all of a sudden he'll just yell out some blunder, like, "Woo!" And everyone's like, "Oh, that's just Cam."
You gotta love Boo though, Scattaboo.
You know why he does the twitch? He says he's got sweat on his neck, and he's getting the sweat off his neck.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have any neurological issues. I confirmed that last year.
Well, he's gonna if he keeps playing the way he does.
And he does
he's gonna have some neurological issues.
I don't like the backflips. Stop doing the backflips. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I don't think the backflips are his problem. I think going head to head with 300-pound linemen are
the Giants for real? Are we going to really talk about the New York Football Giants? They're
What's their record?
Like 2-4 right now.
They're not playing like a 2-4.
They got a minus 23 run differential.
Well, wait till the next pod. I bet they're at least 500.
Cowboys.
Well, I think with Malik Neighbors out for the year, that's really going to hurt them. You know, I think it's a great story with Jackson Dart and Cam Scattaboo with all the energy they're bringing to that team and that city. But I don't think they're not a playoff team.
And Scott, you had something to say about talking about his mom.
Well, she was on the post game show.
What's she doing on the post game?
What do you mean? I wanted to keep talking about his mom.
I haven't seen her yet.
I'm sitting there going, I'm like, wait, you didn't see the post game show?
I didn't.
She came over to the crew and everybody was talking to her.
How did I miss that?
God, I don't know, but shame on you. She's a very nice lady, and she's very proud. She's proud of her son.
She has a nice personality.
First of all, her son's gorgeous, and can you imagine his nightlife in New York?
Oh, that's got to be off the charts.
He makes out like a bandit every night.
Oh my God! I root for the Giants, which is weird.
I agree. Now that FFR isn't starting, I'm rooting for the Giants.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We got some college football. Talk about an upside league. I mean, there's absolute chaos going in college football right now.
100%.
And I'm sorry to the Arizona contingent. ASU does not look good.
And I think their quarterback's not starting this week, I think.
Well, he's hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Leave it with Levitt. See you later.
Chris Berman here, and I was only told to say one thing. The Raiders! Back to you!
All right, we're back here and college football. Well, I gotta start with the kids from Pullman. Your Wazoo, the Mighty Cougars went down to Ole Miss. I mean, they're the number 4 team in the country or something.
On the road.
It's
like a 9:45 a.m. game.
It's in Oxford, Mississippi.
And number 4 in the country. I got to give a shout out to the Cougs. They were winning almost the whole game.
They should have won.
They should have. You know what killed them? All these damn pre-snap illegal formation penalties. Every time they had a big play, there's an illegal formation. Nobody understands that. The announcers don't even talk about it because they don't understand. The pros aren't getting it. College teams aren't getting it. Nobody gets these illegal formations. They try to explain it, and I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about.
You get it?
Barely.
Well, I thought you said in the text somebody gets it.
I don't. Somebody might. I don't.
Oh, Tom Brady gets it.
Oh, yeah. I think we were joking about something. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
no, these
I take you.
pre-snap
I
penalties-
take you straight when you talk about Tom Brady. It's like you're talking about the Pope. I mean, but
No,
okay.
but these announcers, I think I was joking that he gets it as an announcer, but
Okay.
most of these color guys, they don't even talk about it. They don't even explain
Where's
it
the
because
rules
nobody
expert?
knows.
Where's the rule expert?
You look at the way they're lined up and you're like, okay, that looks like a normal lineup to me. But they had like 6 plays called back, big plays because of that.
Well,
they
then
should have
gave
won,
up the
but
ball. They gave it at the end. Didn't they give the ball up? Wazoo?
No, did they?
Yeah, I thought they gave the ball up at the end.
I don't.
know.
I
I
can't.
could be wrong. Were you drunk?
No, it was 9:45 in the morning.
I know it was early.
I don't start till 10.
That would have been an epic upset.
It was a great. I wasn't even disappointed. I mean,
Yeah.
for them to put out an effort like that.
They were favored by 32 points.
Well, depend on what day. It was 35.
Was it 35?
Then
It's
it was
32.
33. I think it stopped that. Yeah.
Hey, could you turn your TV down, Mark? Jesus Christ, I gotta hear your TV.
I'm watching the playoffs, and
I
right
know.
now,
What's the score right now?
5-1 Dodgers in the,
God damn it!
in the ninth inning.
The stupid
ninth.
Dodgers. I'm so tired of the stupid Dodgers.
I don't want to see them in the World
Come on,
Series.
Milwaukee. You're better than that.
They've been
And
the
the
best team all
Mariners
year.
are 0-3 this year against the Dodgers. And
Well,
that-
but in fairness, they played them the last 3 games of the series. I
they
don't
were-
think they gave a shit.
No.
They had already clinched. But
Okay, so Wazoo Ole Miss, that was epic. And then the other question I have for you is Indiana comes to Eugene, game day's there, and Indiana wins pretty relatively convincingly.
Yeah.
Is Indiana, they're just, I got the ratings up right here. Are they the number 3 team in the country?
that seems a little high.
I mean, they're 6-0.
And look at Ole Miss dropped in all the polls because of the Cougs.
Yeah, they're 5 now.
Normally you don't drop when you win, but the Cougs damn near beat them, so they dropped.
Just what do we make of right now of college football?
I don't know. And then Penn State having their coach.
Well,
They
that's
were
the other
ranked
big
like
story.
2 weeks ago. They were ranked like number 4 in the country, and then they go from being number 4 to having their coach fired in 2 weeks.
There's some weird shit going on in college
That's
football.
crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know that I've ever
but they
seen
lose to
anything
UCLA, and then they go to Northwestern and lose at home. At home
How
to
do they lose to
Northwestern.
Northwestern? And UCLA was 0-4. There's some stat an 0-4 team hadn't beaten a top 5 team in 40 years.
Unbelievable. See, this
it had been since 1985.
and you know what? I love this for college football.
Well, and UCLA's got your boy Jerry Neuheisel.
Jerry Neuheisel, who's like a spitting image. Yes, Mark?
No, I think the telling game for Indiana is going to be going against Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. So Ohio State looks absolutely dominant of any team, well coached, great athletes, consistent, great defense, good young quarterback. I don't know if Indiana's going to be able to play with them in the Big Ten.
Wait, Ohio State? Wait, I thought there was all this parity in college football.
Well, they pay people, definitely. But
There is
the thing
parity.
is,
Look at the top 25.
Well, this is early in the season.
That's
still.
true.
Let's see what
That's
happens.
true.
Let's let it pan out a little bit. Let
mean,
it simmer.
I mean, your team, Notre Dame, 4-2 at number 13. That's a joke.
it is a joke.
They haven't beaten anybody. BYU 6-0 at number 15.
Do they
Come
still have the
on.
BY Jew, or did he graduate?
No, he's moved on. He plays for
transferred.
Oh, where
transferred.
he?
Tulane.
Why did he go
The Green
there?
Wave. Come on.
They
They
got in
probably gave
some
him some money. They get
shenanigans.
Yeah, Manischewitz wasn't paying enough.
He didn't keep his underwear on. He
But
got
once
in a
again,
lot of trouble.
Alabama beats Missouri, which is like everyone's like, that's a big deal. Why is that a big deal? Missouri's fine, but they're not great.
Well, they were ranked. They were undefeated.
And then
when
the
they
other
played.
thing that you don't have in your list, which I cannot flipping believe you don't have on your list, I thought this would be the first thing on your goddamn list, is Georgia and Kirby Smart and what happened this Saturday.
Oh, why would that be the first thing on my list? Oh, Kim calling the timeout.
Yes, and you went
Yes.
nuts. You texted
It
us
was
7,000 things.
I know it was that guy. I got to tell you, that was such a bullshit move on his part. He's clearly calling timeout. You can see him calling timeout. And then he tells the refs he wasn't calling timeout.
Let him get away with this because the play clock was at 1 when they stopped it. No, he's signaling for a timeout. He's signaling for a timeout. The official stopped the play. There's 1 second on the play clock, so they're going to give him a redo and not charge him the timeout?
Hugh Freeze very frustrated by it.
They're showing the replay now on the screen, and that's what Hugh Freeze is pointing to. He's trying to say he was clapping. I'm sorry.
It looks pretty clear to me. I mean, running.
Well, if he's clapping there, he's clapping differently than he was when he was obviously clapping.
And he gets it back.
And he says in the post-game press conference, he doubled down on the lie.
He said he wasn't calling timeout.
Says he wasn't calling timeout.
Clap and say he was literally going like this, calling, and you can see his mouth going timeout.
Listener Tim's motioning the timeout call.
Well,
which he does very often.
We got the YouTubers.
We do, but he calls timeout in the room in the Boyle Theater a lot.
I hit the pause button.
Hey, yo, I thought you were bananas about that, and you should be.
Well, I just think it's very unethical. It's very. For him to sit there and lie like that and then get the time. Why would the refs give him the timeout back?
I have to. Sean McDonough, the announcer on that game, they did a great job calling him out.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, they did a great job on that. Okay, so the Penn State fires James Frank. Do you like that move? Do you not like that move?
I think it's a little soon. But yeah, you lose to some of the worst teams in the country, and you're ranked like number 4 or 5. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
He was supposed to be in the national championship. He has not beat. I don't know what his record is. We need to look it up against top 10 opponents.
Oh, it's
he
like
has
0.
He's 0-25 against
like,
top 10 teams.
Yeah, they can't beat anybody that's good.
You can't pay a guy that much money with a fan base of 110,000 people in that stadium every single home game and lose to UCLA on the road. That was embarrassing. So you had to get rid of him. Although his payout is like $40-something million.
50 million, 49 million, 50 million.
You know, just a couple, 2 or 3 years ago, that would have been unheard of. They'd never do that. Now it's like, we're just going to pay him and see ya.
I know. I love this. A lot of people have said this, right? Can you imagine, like, getting a payout, like they say, we don't want you anymore, but here's $1 bazillion to do nothing.
Yeah, where we come from, you get like your whatever they owe you in vacation.
Well,
and they say,
a lot of
see you
times you
later.
don't even get that.
Yeah.
Okay, but my other big question is, how is Texas still? They're 4-2. They haven't really beat anybody, and they're the 21st team in the country. What are we doing?
That win against Oklahoma put him back in the top 25.
I guess
that was a pretty impressive win against a team that was.
Yeah, but they didn't have Johnny football. They didn't have Johnny Mateer.
When who beat him?
Just this last week.
No, they had Mateer.
They had Mateer.
Yeah, Mateer was playing.
Okay, I thought he was out.
No, he was.
No, he came back with the broken thumb. He was playing pretty well.
Yeah, he's playing.
Arch played his best game of the year.
Well,
it was a legit win in a big time game to get back in the top 25. They're not going anywhere.
What are they ranked now?
They're ranked 21st.
Yeah,
21.
I think that's fair. That's a fair ranking.
Well, the USC beats Michigan. USC is ranked 5-1. So the big talk around here is University of Washington. Shout out Rich Bardew. He's very upset, and a lot of Husky fans are upset that they're 5-0. And they're not ranked, or they're 5-1. Excuse me, 5-1. They lost to Ohio State, the number 1 ranked team. They go into the Big House. That is the big noon kickoff game at 9 a.m. Pacific against Michigan at the Big House.
Well, it's almost better off that they're not ranked, because right now it doesn't really matter if you're ranked. I mean, they're going to, and if they keep winning, they're going to be ranked, and it's not going to matter if they were ranked in week 6 or not. But my point, like I've said to you guys, the Cougs have been in this boat 1,000 times where sometimes they got to win like 8 games to be ranked.
True.
So, but the Huskies historically, even if they're 2-0, they're usually ranked.
That's true. Again, I think it's because the beginning of the season, before people are, all of these things are overranked and overvalued. And I don't want to get into this because we're $1.15 in, the parody's fantastic in college football, and we all know why.
Well, we'll see. Let's see who makes the playoffs this year.
Why? You got Signetti at Indiana. Freaking Indiana. It's not a football school.
No, it's a basketball
Yeah, and they suck at basketball too. But the Huskies going into Michigan, and Rich was listening to the last pod. He goes, "So I guess you're not a Jed Fish fan." I'm like, "No, I'm not." And you know what? He's got to earn it with me. If he goes into Michigan, I don't think Michigan's that good.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think they are either.
Yeah.
I could easily see the Huskies going in there.
I could too.
Easily.
And then they're home against Illinois, and then they have a cakewalk to finish the season at Wisconsin, home against Purdue, at UCLA, and a tough game against Oregon at home.
That's a pretty favorable schedule.
It is.
Yeah, now
favorable.
aren't we all like, how good is Oregon? Actually,
Yeah,
they barely beat Penn State, who lost to Northwestern and UCLA.
But yeah, Penn State was ranked like 3 when they beat them.
How good is Oregon?
Yeah, well, I don't know how good is it. Depends on how good Indiana is.
Well, right.
You know what I mean?
The funny part about college football this year is the more they play, the worse these teams get.
That's the way it seems.
The losses just make them feel worse and worse.
Well, then you got Alabama, who has these bad losses, and then they start beating all these good teams.
God,
I know that makes you happy.
It does. It's killing me. Absolutely.
Their quarterback looks really good, though. Their quarterback's probably the Heisman Trophy winner right now. He looks really good.
He does look good.
Wait, I thought it was going to be Arch Manning.
Yeah. He's not even going to be drafted this year. He's going to have to stay in
you know what I want to say to our lovely people in Texas? I have no idea why you listen to this. Sark ain't the guy. Okay, he's a good coach. He's a good coach. He ain't a great coach. He's not going to win you a national championship.
He's not a good human being.
Well, I don't like him.
He really isn't. I think he's a terrible person.
I'm not a fan. But I just don't think, and I do believe in Arch Manning, and I think that it was just irresponsible to just kill the kid. He's got way too many expectations because of his last name, and I think he's pretty good. He just needs some time.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, well, they label him this generational talent, when it's like, I think we put out a bunch of guidelines on what you should have to be a generational
Caitlin
talent.
Clark is a generational talent.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods is a generational talent. Michael Jordan. And these are, I don't know why this is so hard for people.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear.
What's Trevor Lawrence? Not a generational talent.
No.
I don't even know where he'd get if they redid that draft.
Oh my God.
I have no idea where he'd even go in that draft.
Unreal.
Arch Manning, not a generational talent.
No.
You should have to win like a couple Super Bowls or something, or a couple championships, and then say, okay, this guy might be a generational talent.
They put the label too early.
Yes. You think?
Yeah. Okay. I think anything else, because I think we're going to go into bonus time.
Yep, I think so.
Do you have anything for bonus?
Maybe.
Right.
We'll have to discuss.
We'll be back. Vittles and beer after this.
Yes.
If you weren't listening the last time these guys got together, you've got to be kidding me.
The most dangerous man in all of college football is this man right here. Yes, Eric Morris. He was Patrick Mahomes' offensive coordinator at Texas Tech. He then recruited 0-star quarterback Cam Ward at Incarnate Ward. Then when he became the offensive coordinator at Washington State, guess who he brought with him? Cam Ward. And you can see how much this man means to Cam Ward when Ward got drafted. Thank you. Love you. Then after Cam Ward, guess who he recruits to Washington State? John Mateer. Mateer goes off, and now he's a Heisman candidate at Oklahoma. And now he's the head coach at North Texas, where he recruited 0-star QB Drew Mestemaker. In his first start since 9th grade, he threw for 400 yards. And I need you to just look at this first throw. I have never seen anything like that. And now, just like he did with Cam Ward and John Mateer, he's going to get this guy to a big-name school. There is not a more lethal man in all of college football right now than this man right here, Eric Morris.
Eric Morris, Tim Boyle.
Wow.
Did you know about Eric Morris?
No, a lot of because No, I did not.
Mark,
He's
did
the
you
king.
know about Eric Morris?
The king of the transfer portal. He gets those quarterbacks to transfer. Yes.
But honestly, as I said before Wazoo played North Texas, I didn't even know North Texas was a school.
Nobody did.
Yeah, and they freaking rolled you guys, which is hurtful, but it was a different team back then.
But think about they rolled us, but then we almost beat Ole Miss.
I know, but why isn't North Texas? I mean, what's their?
They're like 5-1 or something.
Yeah,
they just
why aren't
lost
they in the top 25?
I think they just lost to South Florida or something.
But he's got what's the kid's name? Wanamaker? Who's this kid? Meat Maker?
Meat Maker?
Buddha Baker? Buddha Baker?
I don't know. We're probably going to be hearing about him soon. Though.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And then you got Zevi Eckhouse, the Washington State. Yeah. He's going to go somewhere. He's going to transfer. He's phenomenal.
What amazes me is he was the third stringer this year for the first 2 or 3 weeks.
That's a fireball offense.
That is how the guy is like 10 times better than any of the other quarterbacks there. It's not even close.
And if we're playing true confessions, the fact that the Wazoo coach, Jimmy Rogers, has actually got them to this section, playing this well, I'm shook.
Yeah.
I thought this guy had no idea what the hell he was doing.
They look like they should have been a ranked team.
Yeah,
Ole Miss.
They look like a Power 5 team.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. So yes, Eric Morris, ladies and gentlemen, is the guy to watch. That could be your new head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. That could be, I don't know. That could be somebody's new big time head coach.
Huge. Yeah.
So Eric Morris. Now let's get back to real bonus time type situations. Okay. Why was I here Friday night to watch Game 5?
Well, that's
Tim?
the $1 million question. Apparently, from what I understand, depends on who you talk to, whether it's you or your wife or your daughters. You were banned from your house.
Banned.
And of course, you invited yourself over to the Boyle Theater, which, I kind of, we'll have to go through the text. I was like, not even sure what you were saying in your text.
I
said, are you wanting to come over to the Boyle Theater?
It was an end around.
Yeah, it was an end around. But you're banned because you were too negative.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about the Boyle Theater is you can be as negative as you want. Although, there's a limit to that because I almost threw you out because you were like you were in a dark place.
That would
have from the very beginning. And what's funny is if people know you, you're like one of the most positive people I know.
I love
but you have some sports hate.
I get deep into sports hate.
And I always say your family, and even Mindy gets a little frustrated, but the sports negative, they think we should be just all positive about sports. It's like, you're not a true sports fan. If you're not mad about something in sports, you're not a true sports fan.
But this is where the divide of like rational human beings. We are irrational, emotional sports fans.
Yeah, but nobody's ever accused either one of us of being rational. I don't even know why that's a topic.
Well, because the smarter, more rational women in my life, they sit there and go, why are you so upset like an 8-year-old child having a temper tantrum?
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but my wife's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You talk about irrational fans that are mad
I know, but they don't have that perspective. You're right. You are right. I agree with you. It's just the game 4 of the Mariner Detroit, I was so deeply angry, and the only people that were watching that game with me was the woman I'm related to by marriage, and it got ugly. I had to take a walk. I called you. You were on a treadmill at the hotel.
Yes.
I was beyond pissed, and I had to, I just couldn't hold it in.
I think it's the wrong word. It's the wrong word.
What?
We are passionate.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And if you're a passionate sports fan, you're always mad about something. It's just the way, unless maybe if you were like a Patriot, if you were in New England for all those years when Red Sox, the New England's in the Super Bowl every year, the Red Sox are winning World Series, then and the Celtics are winning titles. I mean, okay, then maybe you're not mad about something. You're probably still mad about something.
No, they're pissed about anything. It doesn't matter. This is what also is so uncomfortable with our current situation with the Mariners being 2 up. I honestly don't know what to do or how to feel.
Yeah. I want to be mad, but I can't be mad yet.
Well, you get mad at Gino, and you. There's enough you've gotten mad about.
I can throw
Sports is the true reality TV. I've said it before.
Yeah, it is.
It's not the housewives. It's not all that stuff on TV. You cannot fake it. It is the true reality TV. You don't know the outcome every single game.
And what's great about, and a big shout out to Taco Time Northwest, which made it so that we were available to go to that game. What game was that? 4?
You went to game 2.
No, game 2.
Yeah.
And you guys have all been
They
there.
won that game, right?
They won that game.
Yeah.
You don't know these people. You're sitting next to just absolute strangers all around you. They're your best friends. You're high-fiving them during the game. You're talking to them. You're hugging. I mean, there's nothing like that. Nothing.
Well, in fairness, you go on a plane and you got the person's phone number sitting next to you on the plane, and you become like lifelong friends.
That's a good
I go on a
point.
plane. I don't say a word to the person.
You're that
next to me.
guy.
Oh, well, I will. If they say
anything?
something to me, I'll say something, but I don't go out of my way.
Why are you such a dick?
I'm not. I'm super cool. I'm just sit there and I listen
Do you
to
put your big headphones on?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, so does everybody else.
You're first class. You know.
I was going to say, sitting in first class, drinking your Woodford.
Yeah, exactly.
With your $500 headphones on. I
Yeah.
can see why no one talks to you.
Sometimes it's Buffalo Trace. It's not always Woodford. It depends what they have, to be fair. But in all fairness, though, if the person next to me says anything to me, I'm happy to talk to them. I just don't go out of my way to make conversation. Because sometimes you say something to the person next to you, and then they're talking to you for 2.5 hours.
The other part of the story is the mystery of what Tim Boyle does on a plane is still a mystery.
I still have not gone to the bathroom on the plane in 2 years, and I'm on the plane all the time. I never go to use the bathroom.
Although your mileage is down this year.
It is.
I don't want to bring it up.
All my trips are to California. It's only like 800 miles as the crow flies.
Mark, what does Tim Boyle do on these flights? He's non-committal.
What are you talking
Do you watch
about?
a movie?
Yes.
Do you do a work? I mean,
all of the above. I'll answer. A lot of times I'll sit there with my iPad and I'll surf the web. I'll watch a movie. I'll download some Netflix stuff.
What? You don't talk about it other than the show, The Doc.
Oh, I don't know. Depends on what I'm watching at the time.
I work the entire time, but I don't go to California anymore. We're closing that office. I go to New York all the time. So
I'd
that's a
rather go
5-hour
to New York.
That's 5 hours going to New York, 6 hours coming home. So you got plenty of time.
Out of Newark, it's 8 hours.
9.
2-hour delay.
With the tarmac, yeah.
All right. Anything else? We got to get this out of here. I love how Tim's like, do we have anything to talk about?
Well, I wasn't sure. It'd only been like 3 days since we did a pod.
All right. I want to thank all of the guests we never got. We got to bring Pete the Appraiser. That's one of our highest rated.
He's out appraising things right now.
Is he really?
He's big time. He's too big time now. I think he's on like Pawn Stars or whatever. You know, every time I think that Chumley guy calls him in when he's got like an expensive baseball card.
Careful.
Pete the Appraiser comes in. Careful
But,
what?
I don't know. But we got to get Pete. That's one of the greatest bits of all time.
I got to get some stuff for him to appraise.
What do you mean you got to get some stuff? There's boxes over to my left. How shitty are Tim's cards?
Well, as
Could be
Pete
one of the
would say,
greatest.
that's all stuff from the junk era.
I know, but we got to get Pete the Appraiser back. We got to get Squint Martindale back.
We definitely got.
He's overdue. We got to get some guests. If only our producer would be a good booker. And book somebody.
I'll book the next. I'll book the next guest.
All right, for all the great sponsors we never could sign, and we pay to do this. Good night, everybody.
We need to get like a soap sponsor.
We need a soap sponsor.
Yeah,
you need
that we're allowed to use. They'd end up sending us stuff, and our wife would say, "Oh no, you can't use that. Those are ours."
Oh my god.
Go M's.
Go M's.
Tomorrow night.
God,
5 o'clock.
go M's. Could it just, do you believe in miracles? Because it would be a miracle.
God, I'm like, just so all I wanted is them to get to the World
I know,
Series. I'm not being selfish. They don't need to win it. I just want them to get there.
As the great Dave Newhouse used to say, it just continues.
It sure does.
All right. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Good night.